if you want, if you can you don't have to create a new account. You can use the existing accounts, and you know, you can use your existing account and then do it. But if you want, you can use your SLIIT account and then GitHub, get GitHub get GitHub student promotions and all that as well if you're using a SLIIT account. And again, I want to emphasize that linking to REPL may not work because this repository is private, so you may not be able to link it with REPL. So the purpose of today's one is to show you how you can do it without linking it to REPL. There are actually 3 ways you can do this one. So I'll start the session. So first of all, let me share my screen. Okay, so I'll start sharing. Okay, so those who received an message saying that their accounts have been flagged, and if they are using SLIIT accounts, SLIIT email accounts, please, if you can drop an email to their support section in your, flagged message. There's a link to their contact support. They will actually review this one, and if you are using SLIIT accounts, this may have been caused because you did not, register with GitHub Educate benefits. So I'll show you how to do that one as well. So I'll actually start with that one. So there's something called a GitHub Student Developer Pack. So you go into GitHub, you search GitHub Student Developer Pack, and go to that link. If you go through that one, you'll actually see how you can register to that one. So click on this Get Your Pack link, and it'll either ask you to sign in to your existing account, or you can if you are already signed in, you can click on this Get Student Benefit, and with that you will get GitHub Pro account for free, which means you can create unlimited private repositories. You can get other offers from other third-party providers and all that. So if you go through this one, so this one I have a teacher account, so this will be different. So if you are doing that, make sure you use your SLIIT account, and then also when you are registering, make sure you use Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology as your school, because that's how we have registered SLIIT. And for those who that ran into an issue with get their accounts getting flagged, please write to their support page. They will help you solve the issue. Uh, so yes, you can authorize GitHub Classroom. If you do that, you should be able to go into that one. So this will just allow you GitHub Classroom to link with your GitHub account. That's all it does. And yes, so what we can do is I'll get started. Yes, so yeah, I'll get started with this one, and I'll after this session I'll create a forum or GitHub specific issues in PostWeb. So please post your screenshots and all that into that, and that way I can address it one by one. I'll help you figure it out and get the student benefits as well. So let's start with today's session. So in today's session, I will show you how you can use GitHub account without actually linking it with I'll show you how you can link GitHub account without actually yeah, those whose accounts are flagged. I'll repeat, just contact their support, contact their support and do that. I'll have a small Q&A session after we finish the initial session. So okay, so there are 3 ways you can actually link your GitHub account. So one could actually say one is okay, you have been using it with Repellite. So recently Repellite removed their support with GitHub removed their support with Repellite. So you might have some trouble doing it with Repellite. So if you asked how do you plan to use GitHub, please indicate that you are using it for schoolwork and educational purposes. Okay, so you can do it with Repellite, and then you can manually create and edit GitHub command line as well. And better option than GitHub command is GitHub desktop, so which a GUI based application which makes your life a lot easier, and link it with an IDE. So if you are today I'll talk about how you can manually create that one, manually create files on GitHub itself, and how we can use GitHub desktop, and how do we link it with IDE. So since you are asked to use Eclipse IDE in your classes, you are asked to use Eclipse IDE for exams and all that. So I'll show this one with Eclipse IDE. That way you will learn how you can easily connect with GitHub and do that. So first I'll show you how you can create these with how you can create these with on GitHub account. It's on GitHub itself. So you can just go into your GitHub account. So when you go into GitHub, you can you go into code, you'll see you can actually create files and edit them on GitHub itself. So first you can import code from somewhere. So for that you can import a file here, and then you can edit those files inside GitHub itself. But you won't have any way to compile this one or that one, or run it and see how it works. So this is basically useful if you are editing readme files or other text-based files, but it is not good for you to use when you are doing it is not good for you when you are doing coding and uploading codes. So the best way for you to do that, so you can create a file here or upload one. So if you create a file, let's say readme, so you can create that one and do that. So in case you need to you're more than free to use something like a main.java class here, and then write Java code here. Class main, and you can save this one, and so you can save this one and do all that. And when you go and view it, you'll see it, the Java file with all the uh, code highlights and all that. So this is the most naive way you can do this one. And yes, so for those who are flagged, I'll actually help you after this session ends, and I'll help you go through this, figure out your solution. Just you have to accept that assignment. So this is the most naive way you can do this one. And then so we looked at how we can do it from here. So we went through the manual way, and then the nice thing GitHub has come up with now is you have GitHub desktop. So you don't have to go through the hassle of using command line and linking your accounts and doing all that. Now it's way easier than that. So you can search for GitHub desktop, and you can download GitHub desktop application. I mean, just don't do it now. I'll show you how to link it with the Eclipse IDE. So this is something for your knowledge, and if you are not using GitHub IDE, so you can download this one. You have versions for Mac OS as well. And after you do that, you'll see this nice application. Let me yeah, just give me a minute. I'll share my screen again. Okay, so if you do this, you will see this nice GitHub application. So in this one, you can log in with your GitHub credentials into this one. Now, after you logged in, you will see all your GitHub repositories in this one. And let's say in my case, I need to add my existing GitHub repository here. So I go to File, Clone Repository, and I can go to my GitHub page, and go to my GitHub page, and go to the home page of the repository that you want to clone, and then you can see the screen, right?
Yes, we can see it here.
Okay, thank you. So you can copy this link and then paste it in the URL section. Or I mean, if you have already linked your GitHub URLs should already appear in here. So this will actually clone your repository into your copy of here on your system itself. Okay, so after you do that, you can change, you can create new branches and all that, but at this stage you will not be creating any branches or do anything. So in here, this fetch origin means it's the same meaning as the word fetch or pull. I mean, if you see a word something like fetch or pull, so this one. So in GitHub, pull or fetch uh, basically means that update your local with uh, GitHub, what's available in your GitHub account online. So if you see something like pull or fetch, that is what it does. And same time, if it's push, it means you are pushing to GitHub. So it's easy to remember. Pulling means you are pulling from the online one to your desktop. If you are pushing what you have on your machine to the online repository. So let's go into this one again, and so you can click on the files, so you can show those on your Explorer, and then you'll see the file that we created earlier. We'll open this one, and then let's say there's a spelling mistake here, so we fix that one. And then let's say you want to create a main method here, so you create the main method. So like this. Sorry, I haven't shared the screen. Thanks. So if you happen to see me making any mistakes, please let me know. Okay, so this is the file. I have opened this one, and then yeah. So if you go to your account flagged, uh, in the flagged message, you will see a contact support link. You can send them an email and see if they can fix it. If not, and if you are using SLIIT account email, uh, I'll talk with GitHub support and see if they can avoid this issue, because a lot of people are having the same issue. So I'll see if they can fix it from their end. But in the meantime, the first thing you should do is write to GitHub support. They are very friendly. You can tell them you are a student here, and you are trying to use this one for a class, and you were invited for the class and all that. It's that one also comes with, I believe, some if you are trying to authorize a third-party application like Replit, don't try to do it for now, because you can use uh, you can use the methods that I'm showing instead of going with Replit. So you can create or type in case of your tutorials, you can work on your tutorial, and then you can save the file here. And then when you open GitHub desktop, you will see all the changes that you have made. You will see that you have removed this minus sign, means you have removed this line or changed that one. And you'll see all the changes that you have made. And the nice thing is you don't have to wait until you fully complete all these ones. You can just update main. You can have the update message. So you can say something like added main method, and then if you want to add a description, you can do that, and you can commit. Committing means you are committing this one to be uploaded. So you commit this one, but committing does not mean that you are uploading it into uh, the GitHub online repository. To upload, as I mentioned earlier, you have to push commits to the origin one, which means the online one. So you can do that by clicking the push here or from here. So let's do this. So it's being completed, and now if you go to the repository and refresh it, you will see all the changes. So it's as simple as that to use GitHub. And since you are not working in teams so far, you are working on individual assignments like tutorials, you will not run into any commit issues, clashes with other commits and all that. So uh, so like in case you are working with groups, like in group assignments, like every time before you make any changes, make sure you fetch from origin first, and then open your code and start working on your application. And so that's basically about how you use GitHub desktop to make changes, edit your code, and then upload it into GitHub. So now I'm okay. Sorry everyone, I got disconnected for a bit. You all can hear me, right? I'll share the screen again. Okay. So you can start a project, and or you can simply import. Let me show you. So you can just go to import, and you can import projects from Git, and then you can select this clone URI, and then here, like we did earlier, you can just go into your repository, click on the select the link, copy that one, and then paste it here. It will automatically select the host and the repository path and all that. And since you are on a private repository, you need to authenticate that one with your username and password. So in my case, it will be here. So it'll ask you to select the branch, and in this one we only have one branch, which is the main branch. So you click next, and you select where you want to paste that one, like save the GitHub project, and then you click next. So you can import existing one. Okay, so this. So after you import that one, then you'll actually be able to open that. Work on this one here. So you can add Okay, so I have not set it up. That's why it's giving me error. So you can print it. You can update the code, and then you can simply push that one from here as well. Uh, okay, for some reason it's not showing me. Oh my God. Okay, so there's an issue with this one, so I'll actually need to figure how to do that one. So you can basically work in here in Eclipse, and then you can uh, use your uh, GitHub desktop application and simply update the changes from there as well. So if you want to do it like that, then after you clone it, you open what is this one? You go to a new project. So you go to open projects and then go to the directory. And then you go to where you saved that one. The see where we saved our file. Okay, so okay, this one you can open the existing project that we uh, downloaded into our system. You can open this one here. So you can open this one and then work on this one and add new lines here, and then save it, and then you will see the changes in here. You can simply commit those and update that one. So since we ran into an issue, I'll just explain how you can do it easily with Eclipse and GitHub as well, GitHub desktop application. And if I figure out how to, directly upload this one, I'll tell you that one. I'll announce that one in the course web page as well. So for now, what you have to do is you have to first go to file, go to clone repository and go to URL, or go to GitHub and select your repository from this one. And after you select this one, you can simply clone it, and then after you clone it, you can go to Eclipse and then open the project that you have cloned, and you can edit and do all the changes here. And then when you made changes, you'll see changes appearing in your GitHub desktop account. GitHub desktop application. You can commit those and they will be updated into the GitHub repository as well. Yes, the recording of this one will be put into a course web as well. So if you refresh this one, then you will see the newly added comments as well. Yes. So this is an easy way for you to get familiar with GitHub and how you can work on repositories as well. And well, the main idea of letting you use GitHub desktop is letting you use GitHub is because GitHub is GitHub and repositories in general is something that you'll have to use when you go into industry. So it's a plus point for you to have experience in this one at your university level courses. So this will be a good addition for your your portfolio as well. So try your best to use this one. And one thing that I could say is that if you use this one and you run into any issues, you can simply share the link with your instructors or us. So if you run into if you do this one and run into any issues, you can just I'll show you something. So you can just tell us, and then we can just go into this one, go to the exercises, and go into this one and actually check it. And if you can see it, I can easily I can easily go into my one and then go to clone the repository, and I'll see all your work and what you have done. And that way I can simply go to this one, clone it and run it on my machine and help you right away. So this is a good way for you to benefit from these resources and tools. So you will have this recording with you. So once you once we get the issues sorted out with the flagged ones and installation issues with Eclipse and all that, you can go through this video again. And if you have any issues, like I mentioned earlier, I'll open a separate forum for all the questions regarding GitHub. You can go into that forum in CourseWeb, and then you can post your issue. You can you can post your issues there. I'll try my best to give some solutions and all that. And as for issues with Eclipse, I believe you will be starting to do your lab sessions with Eclipse starting from this week's lab, I believe. So you'll be able to sort out all the Eclipse issues. And if I figure out a way to directly push codes from Eclipse IDE, which should be possible because it's available in most of the IDEs like NetBeans and even even other IDs like PyCharm and all that. So it should be possible in Eclipse as well. I'll look into that and I'll post that as a announcement, and I'll actually record a small video of that and put it in the course web as well along with this one. So that's basically about it for how you can do your tutorials with GitHub. If you have any other questions, I mean, if it's a question about the account being flagged, I'll give some answers about these in general. So if it's an account being flagged, in the flag message itself, you will see a link to contact page. Please send them a message saying that you are a student and you are asked to join a GitHub Classroom account, and you try to create an account and explain all the procedure that you did, and tell them that your account has been flagged. I'm not exactly sure how your accounts got flagged. So that flag has been originated from GitHub itself. So the best way to get the solution for that one is through GitHub support. So please send them an email saying your issue and tell them that well, the flag issue can only be resolved by GitHub team itself, because I mean that has nothing to do with GitHub Classroom, I believe. If one of you can actually tell me like exactly what you did before your account got flagged, that would be helpful for me to give you a specific answer as well. But the best way to solve that one is by writing to the GitHub support one as well. They usually reply as soon as possible, and they are always willing to help. And I mean, and yes, so if your account was flagged immediately after creating it, that's actually weird. This is the first time I'm hearing accounts getting flagged as soon as that happened. You can actually write to the support page using the link they have there, and I'll also separately write to them and tell them that students are having this kind of an issue. So we'll try to sort that one out. So I'm seeing most of you are having an issue. So I'll actually look into that one, but make sure you write to them as well. That's the fastest way of solving this one, because that flagging has, I mean, I have no control over the flag, and I can't actually resolve that for you, because that happened from GitHub's end. So if you go into the contact page, you can actually select account or billing issues, and send them a screenshot of the message. Along with that, please send them an email, like in that email or the description that you are typing, please mention that you are a student and you are trying to connect to your GitHub education program classroom, and ask them to please give you a solution for this one. I'll also write to them separately, but you all have to do that as well. So you can select account or billing issues in that one. So I'll separately create a forum for you to put questions on GitHub Classroom issues as well. So use that forum, and if that forum, if I don't reply to any of your messages in that forum, only that happens. I'm putting my email here. You can send me a email, but if you are sending me an email in the title, just put this one as well, then I can separately identify which one is that. So identify that you are referring to OOP, and sorry,
It should be OOP, right?
yeah.
I think Jiva, probably the Courseweb forum will work. I'll create the forum today.
Okay, that would be great.
And I'll give the permission to you as well, so that we both will get the notification when the student posts a question, so we can answer to them.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I had to share. And if you have any questions, like other than other than the issues about account issues, if you have any questions regarding what I showed you today about connecting with GitHub desktop, and how you can push changes and pull changes from GitHub, uh, you can ask me now. Uh, the repository name will be created automatically. It'll either be your name or the IT number, based on your. I believe that happens based on your GitHub account as well. If you keep it to your IT number, it'll be easier for me and the other, instructors or lecturers who are checking that one. Because if you run into an issue, like we have over 300 students, so if you run into an issue, you can simply say, I ran into an issue, you can check my code from this place. Then it'll be easier for us to find your repository if you keep it with your IT number. Any other questions? Yes, if you have got the pro badge and you didn't pay for that one, that means you have already got the developer pack. Yes. Okay. Looks like we don't have any more questions. If you have any more questions, please use the forum. Miss Anutra, I think that's it for the session.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Jivaka, for this session. I think we all got an idea about this. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll create the forum by tonight, and we'll see when let them try, and if they have any issues, they can contact us through the forum. Yeah, thank you very much, Jivaka, and thank you, students, for joining today. Stay safe. Good night, all.
All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, sir.